Liberal Hollywood is at war with conservatism, and I argue, Western culture itself. Now, this would not be a problem if conservatism or any other view was adequately represented within the media or within the arts, but it is not. Hollywood has been wholly taken over by a progressive agenda. It's clear this is not a conspiracy. If the scales were balanced, then that would be fine. If things were equal, then that would be okay. If progressives weren't intolerant bigots who continually demonize anti-Republican or conservative or right-winger, then I would be fine with one ideology being prominent within a certain industry. But that's not what we have. Progressives have a monopoly on ideas, and this monopoly was built on bigotry, intolerance, and a biased worldview. It is common knowledge that if you show support or express anti-conservative ideas, you can, and often are, blacklisted in Hollywood. This is current-day McCarthyism.
Image of being left, you referred to it early on in your speech, they're all left-wingers out there, left of Lenin. Why is Hollywood so left in your view?
I don't know. I think just the nature. I think coming off of the House Un-American Activities actions in the early 50s, I think caused everybody to move to kind of a left position. But Hollywood, there is a group of people in Hollywood that are conservative, but by the nature of the word itself, they're just reticent to speak out. And they're reticent because they feel that they'll maybe lose work or they'll be chastised in some way for having political views.
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball, and so I went to go see Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration.
I'm not attacking you.
You get in this town. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened. If you're not part of the group, you know what we believe is right. I go, well, I might have a problem with that. I'm a comedian. I like going on both sides.
It's a very lonely existence out there because you really can't have a conversation with anyone. And there is an assumption on their part, and I say their, liberal Hollywood, that you are as disgusted as they are with the current regime. And so I have to sit there and listen to this and watch this roll of the eyes, and I'm going, guys, I'm not here. But, it's a toxic environment. They react viscerally to the fact that you don't agree with them, because when you actually voice an opposite opinion. So it's tough for us to find a group of other people, but we do exist out there.
At the end, does anyone else come to you, privately and said, "I'm with you"?
Yes.
so they're out there. There are thousands, really.
Thousands of people have come to me and said that.
Well, you want names.
I want names. Yeah, you want.
You're not going to get them. You're not going to get them.
Yeah. You know what? I would never do that to them because the thing is that a lot of these people they're right in the middle of the Hollywood machine. They're working for a network or a studio. And to do that, I mean, they would get fired.
I don't play that game, and I've suffered from it in Hollywood.
So you feel
people
like you
may
have,
not think
for
so,
sure.
Absolutely, and most people in Hollywood that would want to come out and say things know that they'll be, because you know what? If you don't go to that liberal fundraiser, if you're not at that big dinner where all the Ims are, you're not in the club and you're not being hired. So you suffer when you come out forward for some of your beliefs, and that's just the way it is. And in the 50s, you had the McCarthy era. Well, that's going on in Hollywood today. That's going on. You have a backlash against conservatives.
Why weren't you nominated for an Emmy?
Yeah.
Why weren't you nominated for an Emmy? You won the Golden Globe. You did.
It is a funny thing. You spend a lot of time racking your brain about it. And I finally, I did think, part of me thought, maybe this being an openly Republican guy in Hollywood, it might have something to do with it. I don't know if it does. I mean, I do know that there's a hallmark of tolerance in my community out there that may or may not be true. I don't know.
It's so strange because the idea is that being a Republican's a dirty secret when half of the country is.
It is the worst thing you could be there.
What is it like to be an outspoken conservative?
It's hard. I've been ostracized. I've had my agents drop me. It's difficult.
What will these folks say to you? What are these hardcore liberals in Hollywood? Well, what do they say to you?
They say there's not enough to go around. They say, Republicans are racists. homophobic, and there's not enough to go around. You can't go on television saying, you know, that the American dream can be achieved by everyone. You can't say that. That's not true.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing to say,
Really?
which is absurd.
This just goes to show you what we already know. The liberal ruling class's platform of inclusion, tolerance, and diversity is a lie, and nothing more than a political tool. A political tool used to beat down any opposing views. And it's that very beating that reveals their hypocrisy.